Starting off with roll call, Travis Irons. Joe Bissett.
Here.
Don Cavello. Ted Dumaine.
Here.
And Scott Trowell.
Here.
Scott, sorry I didn't get back to you, but as you know, you are certainly part of the board, even though you're an alternate, as far as discussion and anything else on the agenda, any questions, discussion that you have, so please participate. But because we do have a quorum, of course, just don't have any voting. Does it?
Yeah,
As
as long as you have less than
Vicky,
six.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, because Vicky's not
You
here.
can be seated.
For a voting right?
For voting right?
For voting rights.
For voting right.
Yes.
If she comes in late, then.
Yeah.
You-
Okay.
Otherwise,
I stand corrected. I know you can participate, it just when it comes to voting, obviously, sometimes. Just enough. All right, thank you. Acceptance of the minutes from the December 20th, 2017 meeting. Everyone should have received a copy. I have a copy here in case anybody needs to view it. So any questions, discussion on the minutes? Correction, okay.
On the vote for the stabilization grant, it should be 3-1, not 4-1.
All right, thank you. Any other questions, comments on the minutes from our last meeting?
I would move we accept them as, with that change.
All right. So moved, is there a second?
Second?
Okay, we have a second to accept the minutes from the December 20th meeting with the correction that we have so noted. All those in favor of this signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. All right, under new minutes, first item, review the current financial statement for fiscal year 17 to 18. Everyone have a copy of that with them? Okay? That was, of course, sent out prior to the meeting, so hopefully you all had a chance to review it. And at this time, I would like to ask, are there any questions or comments? Also, Kelly, if you have anything you'd like to note.
Okay. Well, right now, on the revenue page, you can see education cost share funds. We got 3 payments in so far, so 3.3 million. We should be getting 13 million in, okay, for education cost share, not 11. Adult education, I don't have any funds from the state of Connecticut for that yet. Special education, that number should be 684,000. This is the budget, what you see in front of you is what was approved by the town, but that's the number we should be receiving from the state. That's the number that we got last year's audit.
Well, that's 600.
684, yep.
Instead of.
Special education,
Instead of 4831.
instead of the 1.8 million. 1, 2, the 3, 1,831,895. Yeah, that's gonna be 684,799, so 684,000. So right now, we got first,
We're looking at a revenue statement, right?
yeah,
Third item down,
yeah, third item down.
mine reads
Yeah.
4,830,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, I crossed it off, sorry, yes. Sorry, I crossed it off, there's a line through it. Yep, 4 million. Yep, 684,
684.
Yep.
Should be
Yes.
684. what?
yes, 1,000. Okay. Town aid roads, we got our first payment in there, we should be expecting another one in the spring for another 144,000. LoCIP, we haven't received any funds for that yet. State pilot, we received 16,000 instead of the 40, so 24,000 short. Tax relief elderly, I mean, there's discussion on the state level about that now, so I haven't received any payment on that yet. I don't know if we will. We got reimbursement for disability and the veterans reimbursement from the state of Connecticut. Hospital tax, that was discussed in the early stages of the budget, but it doesn't look like that's going through. So we're not gonna get the 135, that's gonna be a 0. Currently, for other state revenue, you see 347,000, that's the municipal stabilization grant, so we did receive that. Down below, for local revenue, we received 2 payments from the town of Sterling for tuition out of town for October and December, 685,000. Special ed tuition, 159,000 so far. Then down below is all the local town revenue. I don't know what one you guys, if you have any question on any of them. It looks like the building permits, we received 39,000 so far this year, which is due to the new construction at that Staples on the Warwick side. So that was a benefit to the town. The town clerk fees look like they're gonna come in on budget or higher, so that's good.
Property tax
Yeah.
revenue, did we get any in before December, before January?
Yeah, we got our payments in for the month of December.
Yeah.
You wanna know?
Those are prepaid.
Oh, prepaid, I don't know, I can ask, I don't know what the prepaid amount is, no.
But we're on track for that.
Yeah. Yep. What else? Other local revenue, we're getting our DACO payments, 5,200 a month. That's per that that contract we have with DACO. And then we got reimbursed from KERMA, 46,000. So what that is, if KERMA is our health, it's our workers' comp carrier and liability carrier, if they have a good year, they disperse funds back to the policyholders. So that was beneficial to us. So we got 46,000 back.
On the, back up there, interest and liens,
Yep. That is all tax collector.
that's all tax collector?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
all. See, look, we got, percent remaining at 2.2.
You, meaning,
So, that means
interest,
We got more,
yeah,
we got more than what.
yeah.
that's in our
Interest
favor.
and liens is people paid off liens
Right.
on their property.
That's in our favor.
And interest, like if they didn't make their payments in a timely process, we get
Okay.
interest on it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
yes. So that represents that. Do you have any other questions that stands out?
Are the state payments usually that low at this time? of
No.
year? So we should have, so we should have.
I'll tell you that right now,
Right.
no. Okay.
And then,
So I mean,
So, yeah.
like the, hospital property tax, that's something where.
You're not gonna get that, that's what
We're
we
not
say,
gonna get that.
no. Nope,
So, period.
you're not getting that.
Okay, so that's one of the things we have to keep in mind at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever revenue you don't get, because revenue and expenditures create your mill rate.
Right.
So whatever revenues you don't get, you are using fund balance for that.
But we got more on the other ones, so, or no, that goes to school, doesn't it?
Yes, that goes to the school, yeah. The 343, yes. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and expenditures, I don't know if you guys have questions, any specific.
How are we doing with the swimming pool receipts?
Well, right now, swimming pool, we collected 47,000 and expenditures are 54,000. So,
Big one.
47,000 we collected in revenue and expenditures are 54. Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if you noticed, I recently went out to bid for a heating system up at the recreation center because it died. So we're in the process of doing that. We'll just try to move line items around to make it work.
Any idea roughly what do you think that's gonna be?
I would assume at least 10,000. But I don't know, that's just,
we go to animal control,
yep.
that's why I think fence.
Yeah, that's $5,000 and that covers like her electricity, her gas, everything.
Okay, so that's already spent.
Yes, because that goes, we transfer it over to the dog fund, it's a separate fund, and you have to contribute into that, the town does, so it's $5,000 in there, electricity, gas for the vehicle.
Okay.
And she just had frozen pipes up there, so that was like over $1,000 to repair that. Yeah, maybe 1,500.
What about the fire suppression system here at the town hall?
Yep, went out to bid for that, we're gonna get that on Friday.
Okay.
Yep, that's another item. I'm hoping to use low SIP funds for that.
And go all the way to, okay, minus 27 cents for Kobe. That's something that comes,
That's just what we budgeted. We budgeted 7,689, and she requested 7,689.27. That's the
Okay.
distribution cost that we pay based on our population
Right.
downstairs. So it was short 27
was
cents.
what, 27
Yeah,
cents?
yep. I'll correct it at the
We won't
end of the
have-
year.
We won't have that anymore between now and then.
Right, no. One payment, that's it.
There's a lot of stuff going on with inland wetland.
Yeah, from what I don't go to those meetings, from what I heard, yes.
Okay. Kelly, thank you for those points. Any other questions or discussion on the revenue statement?
Make a motion that the financial statement is accepted as presented.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the statement as presented. We have a second. David, second. All right. All those in favor of approving the statement, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. All right, next item under new business. Review and approve budget calendar for fiscal year 18-19. All right, so everyone should have a copy of the calendar, the meeting schedule. First meeting starting on, date Friday, March 16th, budget estimate due from Board of Ed. And then going on to, through May, meeting to set tax rate, in-town meeting if referendum, Monday, May 14th, Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, and then obviously the dates leading up to that.
We don't have much say on this anyway, it's all pretty much.
No, but I didn't know, like, this is my question. Do you guys, when the budget's due from the Board of Selectmen, like, the budget's due to the Board of Selectmen, the Board of Ed budget on March 16th, okay? Then we put the budget together, you know, the town, and that's when the mill rate gets created. So that's due March 28th. Do you guys want to have a meeting and I disperse them at that meeting? You know, do you want to have a meeting, obviously, before we meet with the Board of Ed, correct? Is that what,
Well,
that's what we've done in the past.
We have a meeting here scheduled before we meet the Board of Ed.
Yeah, that's why I'm just verifying that you guys, that's how you guys want.
I would
That's
say-
what we've done in the past.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say keep that.
Okay,
That gives us time to read, that gives us time, you know.
to review your budget before the Board of Ed meeting, and we can just summarize what the budget's
And
presented.
then we have that meeting, then go from there.
Okay, all right. And 6:30 is what you guys had last year, is that okay?
Yep,
Yeah,
and that works with our current
Yeah.
meeting schedule for this year.
okay,
so.
all right. Okay, everything else is worked back from last year, so.
And everything was on schedule for.
Yeah, it's
All
based
right,
off
so-
our town charter is how it's created, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be easier.
Yes.
All right, any questions or discussion on the meeting schedule? Seeing none, do I have a motion?
I move we accept the meeting schedule.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Okay, last item under new business, Discuss plan to replenish fund balance per recommendation of our town attorney.
Do you guys want, this is like that email, I think you guys seen it before, do you remember it? Yes. This is what, back in September, when we didn't know what the budget was going to do with the state of Connecticut, we asked our town attorney, John Casey, if we use a fund balance, you know, like what the procedures are, what can we do? And he just recommended if we do use the fund balance, that we should have a plan how we're gonna replenish the fund balance. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And see, you know, what you guys, what the board would like, if you would wanna set one up, or what your thoughts are.
We have a 13% fund balance, you said?
Yes, yep.
I don't think it's required that we pay it back anywhere.
Well, no, it's not. It's not required, but in this letter, he's stating that if you don't replenish it, you could be downgraded. And meaning, if we ever have to borrow funds.
I think we should go more on what the auditors say at this point, right? They said between 10% and above, and we have 13, so I don't necessarily think that we have to pay it back.
Well,
This
well,
is just a legal representation.
So what do we put into the fund balance last year?
More.
750?
I would say, probably
Probably
750.
750.
Yeah.
So we got 750 perhaps, and
That's
you know,
correct.
nobody can look into the future, but if you look back at the past, 750, 750.
Well, do you wanna,
So
You
you,
want to have a plan, so.
so you
how-
could
how
just
are
say,
we-
we'll plan to use that. It's not necessary, but if you wanted a plan, what else are we gonna do with that money anyway? It has to go into the fund
But the
balance.
tax collection rate, you said was 97%.
yeah,
So
that's how
do
we create a mill rate.
We collect more than that sometimes?
Yeah, if there's
Yeah.
back
So-
taxes or tax sales.
Then we could put anything in excess of the 97% into the fund balance.
Yeah,
That would be a
we
plan to
do
pay it back,
that,
Correct?
yeah.
I saw Karen, and I went back 4 years. I think it was 12, 13, 14, and 15. She collected 100, 100, 101, and 100, something like that.
That,
That's due to back taxes,
Yes.
late
Tax
payments,
sales,
Yes.
tax sales, a whole bunch of other stuff that comes into play. So it seems to me that that's pretty much the norm. I mean, we cannot predict next year or the year after or whatever.
At some point, we can't collect more than 100%.
Yeah, we do that.
You gotta think, okay, you
Well,
guys,
It's gonna run out.
you have, well, I don't know. With that
You
new tax
can't-
law
you
about only
can't
writing off
assess-
$10,000, that might affect some people and how they pay their taxes.
You can't assess it.
Mhm.
You can't assess over 100%. We assess like 97%,
Right,
and we keep 3% below.
right.
But we usually collect.
Yeah, we usually collect.
Yeah, so that does, in fact, I forgot what year, I don't know, I think it
The collection
was,
rate,
it was 2014, we did go 101.
Yeah,
So that's
because those
okay.
are the back taxes and the tax sale. When
Yeah.
you do your collection rate, you just wanna base it on your current collection for the current year.
Exactly,
So that's why we always use 97.
right.
exactly. Every town
Yes.
around uses 97.
And even if, okay, we collect, we base it on 87, okay, we got 100 here, we got 101, 99, except that we can't count on that money even though it's been coming in that way.
Yeah.
No,
Isn't
you're
it-
right, we can't.
You know,
And you have to base it too, like you have to look at, that means all your state revenue has to come in too.
Yeah.
You know, if you're short in any state revenue, the excess money you got in taxes is just gonna offset that.
Right, and your state revenue right now, we're gonna be short already, right at the back.
Well, all that money goes into the fund balance anyway, doesn't it?
Yes.
No matter what.
Yeah, it's like
But
the
it might
net
have
of
to come
everything, the
right back
net.
up.
Yeah, yeah, it's the net of everything, the net of your revenue, what you receive versus your budget, your expenditures. The whole net is what goes into the fund balance.
Plus you gotta add almost every year, the town and or the school department gives something back
Mhm.
over that figure, so
Right,
if you want it to be conservative, instead of plan, say $500,000.
but whatever comes in, usually goes right back to the fund balance.
But the
Yeah.
tighter
So
it
if you
gets,
wanna
the-
do a-
the tighter, I mean, there was pretty good cuts this year,
Yeah,
so we probably won't get as much back as we've gotten back as fast.
In other words,
honestly.
maybe the better way would be not take out of fund
Well,
balance.
we've gotten less money from the state,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we've tightened up with what we've given to the school and to the town. So I think that we won't be getting quite as much.
Back into the fund balance?
Correct.
It's all predicated.
But I don't think we want to have a tax mill increase just to restore the fund balance.
It's all
Right,
predicated.
right.
It's all
And what other plan can you have? Yeah,
That's what I'm
It's
saying,
limited,
you just
yeah.
have to, if you wanna set a
In
plan,
other words, we just
the
have
funds
to-
that you're gonna get back to the fund balance in current year budget, if you wanna use that to offset what was used,
Yep.
Have a
We
plan like
have to
that.
be extremely careful on how we're using the fund balance. In other words, but
That's
we're
what
doing now,
Joe said,
and
yes. We're doing it the way we are.
Right, leave it the way you are.
Yeah.
Because seriously, we're gonna borrow any money. Do you see us
Right.
borrowing any money anytime soon? Probably not, right?
I mean, it's a taxpayer's money. I mean,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, one way or
we
the
can't
other.
say that, don't say
No,
that.
no, we're just
keep it the way it is.
saying.
Yeah, I agree.
So do you
That's
guys,
right.
okay, do you want the plan that whatever funds that's gonna go into the fund balance in current year budget, you're gonna use, use that to offset the $1 million?
correct.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct?
Right?
Right.
That's what we're doing now, we'll just do the same thing.
Yeah.
We
continue
probably
to do the
already
same
did
thing.
that.
But just to be fair,
Yeah, for the
need-
purposes of his legal
Legal
recommendation,
opinion.
we need to
Yeah.
commemorate that
Yeah.
as a group.
We paid him
Exactly.
something.
definitely.
Yeah.
Do you wanna make a motion and every, I don't know.
How do you want to word it?
Yep, can make a motion, yeah, just gotta word it right.
A fiscal year 2018,
I make a motion that we put, extra revenues collected from taxes for the next 2 years to offset the $1 million. It's gonna take 2 years. We won't, we hardly,
you can't do that. Just for taxes, because if I'm short in another revenue source, that is gonna absorb that. It has to be the net of it all. It has to be the net of your revenue and your expenditures.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're gonna just fill it in. 'cause
How
you
about
know
if
it.
you're paying any extra money left over, if you
Yeah.
goes back into that?
I'll
Yes,
second that
yes,
motion.
yeah,
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
yes,
All right.
that's fine.
Can we just repeat that one more time?
Yeah, right. Go ahead, I did.
Any extra money at the end of the year goes back into the fund balance.
Okay,
To replenish the
To
$1 million.
replenish,
to replenish the,
Okay,
goes towards replenishing.
thank you.
okay. So now that that's been clarified, we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, Joey seconded it. Very good. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Right.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. All right, that concludes our new business. Next item is like to move into citizen participation. Just a reminder, anyone here is definitely free to ask questions or contribute a comment or part of a discussion towards any item that we reviewed today on the agenda. Otherwise, please refrain from off topics that have nothing to do with Board of Finance or this meeting and the agenda. So I will now open the floor to citizens participation. Any questions, comments? Going once, going twice. All right. And before adjournment, just say thank you for everyone for coming out this evening. And is there anything for the good of the order from the members of the board? No? Okay. Seeing nothing, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion? Second, all in favor?
Right?
Any opposed?
Uh,
Of course not.
how about them?
All right, very good. Thank you, everyone.